from TSMC, which is the biggest there is at a level that you can't even calculate, frankly. C.C. Wei to the White House for a very historic announcement. This is a tremendous thing for our country and hopefully for his company. We're also pleased to be joined by Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick and White House AI and SIP, the crypto czar David Sachs, another two very highly respected people. It's great to have you guys involved. And David, thank you very much for coming on. David is sort of the king of intellect in that world. We have some good people. Today, Taiwan Semiconductor is announcing that they will be investing at least $100 billion in new capital in the United States over the next short period of time to build state-of-the-art semiconductor manufacturing facilities. I think mostly it's going to be in Arizona, which is what I understand, which is a great state. I like it because I won it, but I won most of them, actually. But we won it, and we won it big. The most powerful AI chips in the world will be made right here in America, and it'll be a big percentage of the chips made by his company. But as you know, they're based mostly in Taiwan, and they're far and away the biggest. There's nobody even close. This $100 billion in new investment will go into building 5 cutting-edge fabrication facilities in the great state that we just discussed, Arizona, and will create thousands of jobs, many thousands of jobs, and the high-paying jobs. In total, today's announcement brings Taiwan Semiconductor investments to about $165 billion. They've started already. Among the largest new foreign direct investments in the United States, Apple, as you know, made a big announcement last week of $500 billion, and we have some others that have announced. We have many that want to announce, but I don't have time to do all of these announcements, I tell you. But for you, I'm doing the announcement.
Thank you.
This will create hundreds of billions of dollars in economic activity and boost America's dominance in artificial intelligence and beyond. Semiconductors are the backbone of the 21st century economy, and really, without the semiconductors, there is no economy. Powering everything from AI to automobiles to advanced manufacturing. And we must be able to build the chips and semiconductors that we need right here in American factories with American skill and American labor. And that's exactly what we're doing. As you know, Taiwan pretty much has a monopoly on that market. And I think pretty much is not a term that's even appropriate. They do have a monopoly. And this is a tremendous move by the most powerful company in the world. It's a matter of economic security. It's also a matter of national security for us. And at the same time, Mr. Wei will be able to diversify and have a tremendous presence in another place, and a very safe place. And I want to thank Taiwan Semiconductor for doing the announcement. And I'd like to ask Mr. Wei to say a few words, if you might. And I'd also like to ask Howard and David, you can say a couple of words, but maybe you should go first, because right now he's the most important man in the room. I'm sorry, fellas. Please. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Great honor.
Mr. President.
Thank you.
I'm a little bit nervous, so I have to pull out my piece of paper. Mr. President, Secretary Lutnick, and David, I didn't know that your title. But okay. First, I want to say thank you to Mr. President to give me this opportunity to announce our big project in the U.S. TSMC is the world's largest chip manufacturing, funded by Dr. Morris Chang in 1987. It's now at the forefront of semiconductor technology, supporting AI advancement and industry growth. In fact, I would like to wind back the time that in 2020, we have to thank President Trump's vision and his support. So TSMC start the journey of establishing the advanced chip manufacturing in Arizona. And now let me proudly say, now the vision become reality. In Phoenix, Arizona, with 3,000 employees, we are producing the most advanced chip made on U.S. soil. With the success of our first fab, so we are now very happy to announce we are going to invest additional $100 billion in addition to our current $65 billion investment in Arizona. We are going to build 3 more new fabs after we promised 3 fabs already, and another 2 very advanced packaging fab, and most important, R&D center also in Arizona. For this, all the investment, $165 billion, is going to create thousands of the high-paid jobs, as the president just announced. And we are, most important, actually, we are going to produce many AI chips. We are going to produce many chips to support the AI progress and to support the smartphones progress. And again, with that, I want to thank President Trump again for his support. In addition, I also want to thank my customers in the U.S., such as Apple, NVIDIA, AMD, Qualcomm, Broadcom. They all support TSMC's manufacturing in the U.S. Without their support, we probably cannot make it through. So again, I want to thank them. Also, I'd like to thank the TSMC's employee. Without their effort, we just cannot make it today. That's all I want to say, and thank you.
Thank you. That's good. Thank you very much. Howard, please, David.
Sure.
Thank you.
So I'm thrilled to be here today because President Trump has made it a fundamental objective to bring semiconductor chip manufacturing home to America. Under the Biden administration, TSMC received a $6 billion grant, and that encouraged them to build $65 billion. So America gave TSMC 10% of the money to build here. And now you're seeing the power of Donald Trump's presidency, because TSMC, the greatest manufacturer of chips in the world, is coming to America with a $100 billion investment. And of course, that is backed by the fact that they can come here because they can avoid paying tariffs. So the idea is come to America, build greatness in America, build for the American customers, the Apple, NVIDIA, that whole list that Chairman Wei gave in order to bring production to America. So we're really, really excited. This continues the most incredible path you've ever seen in these first weeks and months of the Trump administration of incredible manufacturing coming to America. The keys that the president has called out are coming here. They're coming here in huge size because they want to be in the greatest market in the world, and they want to avoid the tariffs that if they're not here, they'd have to suffer. So I want to congratulate C.C. Wei for bringing in this incredible $100 billion investment, but it's on the shoulders of our President Donald Trump, which is why he's coming. So thank you.
Thank you. David?
Thank you, sir. Well, the products that TSMC makes are literally the most important products in the world. I mean,
they're the best. All right, let's stop there. This is so strategic, and it's cheerleading also for the money to flood in. Now it's up to $5 trillion committed in just the last 42 days since you got in. Already $1 trillion has hit, and it's already having major effects in the markets. We're not out of the woods yet, but the globalist plan is launch wars, crash Social Security system with a hack, blame Musk, and put options, crash the stock market. Let's see what Trump's saying. Let's go back to him.
Worldwide, we had very little, almost none. We used to have a lot with Intel.
Yeah, strategic.
But we had very little, and we'll be at close to 40% of the market with this transaction and a couple of others that we're doing. that's a tremendous leap, like a leap that nobody would have really said was possible. So I just want to thank you all for being here. If you want a couple of questions, ideally on this subject, yes.
Jobs that will create. He said
you're probably talking about 25,000 jobs, but it'll get bigger and bigger with time. Knowing this gentleman, it'll get bigger and bigger. There'll be no stopping him. Yeah, Brian, go ahead.
In addition to the job, you talked about national security, and that's one thing I think a lot of Americans don't understand. Explain the national security aspect of this.
Well, without the chips and semiconductors, nothing runs today. You can't buy a car without them. You can't get a radio, a television, you can't get anything. And we thought it was very important, obviously business-wise, but we thought even in terms of national security to have this large percentage of the chips, semiconductors, and
China keeps trying to invade Taiwan, so everybody wants to move here.
Not a product that you can really copy. It takes years and years. You know, on the needle of a pin is total genius. I mean, they can put things, something the size of the needle, the point of a pin, they put information that is just not even believable. So if you would see this, it's just really something. Yes, Brian?
One aspect of that, Honda announced they're coming to Indiana because of the tariffs. Once again,
that's right.
Bringing additional jobs in manufacturing. You want to comment on that as well?
Well, Honda's coming, and I told you about Apple that they're going to.
Isn't it bizarre to hear reporters asking real questions? Instead of just gaslighting horse crap, recycling fantasy land?
But we had many that have already announced, and no, it's going to be great. It's looking really strong.
Fantasy land is not normal, folks. We've been in an abnormal position.
Like we're seeing right now. Now, the tariffs, as you know, will start a week earlier than the reciprocal, which is going to be on a couple of weeks earlier. Reciprocal tariffs start on April 2nd. And I wanted to make it April 1st, but I didn't want to go April Fool's Day because that cost me.
This is the guy, the new talking point is the old talking point. Trump's dying.
April 2nd.
Because when he gets out of his golf cart, I've been watching him for a decade on the golf videos. He does exactly what I do. When I get out of a car, I'll kind of squat down on my legs, flex my ankles. I'll kind of get on the tip of my foot and pull back, stretch because the top of my foot hurts when I've been hiking a lot. I do all sorts of weird stuff when I get out of a car. I don't really play golf. And I think, oh, look, Jones because Trump gets out and kind of squats a little and wiggles his feet around and gets on the tip of his toe and kind of leans forward on it, stretching the front of his foot. They're like, oh, my God, he's dying. He can't walk. No, it's called stretching your feet. I'll show viewers if you like. I'm sure you've all done it. But, you get on the side of your foot. You get on the back of your foot. You get on the other side. I do the same thing when I'm sitting on air. I bend my foot down this way, bend my foot down that way, especially the one that's hurt, still got a torn Achilles, haven't got it fixed. And if people saw me get out of my car, look, Jones can't walk. He's sick. Or he has golf hand, it's a blister. Look, he's got syphilis. Carville was saying that again this weekend. These people are a joke. Let's go back to Trump.
And it's been wiped out. That business all went to other countries. And now it's all going to come back into North Carolina, the furniture manufacturing business, please.
Is the Ukraine minerals deal now dead, or can it be revived?
Well, I'll let you know. We're making a speech. You probably heard about it tomorrow night, so I'll let you know tomorrow night. But no, I don't think so. I think it's a great deal for us because, Biden very, very foolishly, stupidly, frankly, gave $300 billion and $350 billion more accurately to a country to fight and to try and do things. And you know what happened? We get nothing. Just gave it. We could have rebuilt our entire U.S. Navy with $350 billion. Think of it, $350 billion. We could have rebuilt our U.S. Navy. So he gave it away as fast as the money could be gone. And what we're doing is getting that all back and a lot more than that. And what we need, it's very important for this business that we're talking about here with chips and semiconductors and everything else.
All right, let's stop right there. This is live, but I can pause it so we can come back with it after the break. And Stuart Rhodes is going to be in studio, former political prisoner, political hostage, super smart political strategist, lawyer as well, founder of the Oath Keepers. I want to get his view on Trump, the world, where it's all going. I haven't hit this really dangerous legislation in New York and other places. Terror flags. If you got a Hamas or Hezbollah flag, we're going to throw you in jail for 4 years. That is illegal. That is un-American. We don't want to act like the left. Next, they're going to ban everything They'll ban crosses next. Okay, don't go down that road. I'm going to get to that. Before we go any further, listen. Just like our information is game-changing and has changed the world, I want to be the most accurate. Doesn't mean I'm always right, but I'm right more than probably anybody else, okay? They say Trump was right about everything. Well, Alex Jones was right in tomorrow's news today, thanks to your support. When you get the supplements at the AlexJonesStore.com, they work. They do incredible things. God has produced compounds on this earth, like Shilajit, like Irish sea moss, like PQQ, like CoQ10, like all, which is just incredible. Back in stock, Optimal Human. I never really even promoted this product. This is a big league product they've had for years. They went out to a top developer and said, we want something even better than the best green superfoods out there, which just means kitchen sink, concentrated. And we start selling it. I don't really promote it because I already got, green stuff, and I thought my brand I was using was great. And then people start taking it. They go, have you tried this? Plus the stuff, the energy's so good in it. Harrison went crazy about it. People tried it. It went to like #1, but they can't get much of it because it's so hard to source all the ingredients. Well, they got a big order in. Big compared to the last orders, where a few thousand come in here and there. It will be sold out at current sales rates 7-8 days from now, and then it's 3 months till more comes in. They're trying to scale up, but it's got so many ingredients, it's really hard to source them all because they're totally clean. You can put crap out all day. This passes the highest standards. Optimal Human is back in stock at thealexjonesstore.com. All you got to do is just kind of go, you know what I mean? Big brain is kind of, Sometimes that's all you got to do. Just relax a little bit. We need energy. You always see when Trump's even tired, like midnight, he goes, it's just natural. They don't just do that in 300 or they're about to battle. That's all based on reality. You got to just activate the synapses and the animal instinct while driving the cerebral cortex with your higher functions, but energizing it with the emotion. Or you just can actually channel Emperor Palpatine's my favorite. If I really need some energy, it's like a long road trip, have us up to 18 hours, don't drink coffee. I just literally go, no, power, unlimited power. Little trick. That's Jones Motivational. And the one place you support this battle and get the best supplements, Shilajit, silver collectible coins sold out. TheAlexJonesStore.com are still available at RealAlexJones.com.